more strict on what we can eat. Sometimes it's good just to outline what you should and shouldn't be eating, just so that when you do get hungry, it's already kind of made up for you, instead of having to think, having to wait up at the time, and then obviously because you're hungry, you might just make that decision without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely the whole foods that you're eating, we might try to intake a bit more, just because the training program will be pretty intense. And you're pretty much hitting your water target, but again, because of the training, we might need to go a bit over 2 liters. But
For every day.
yeah.
Okay.
And again, I'm just thinking about what kind of barriers we might face when it comes to achieving these targets. From what I've seen, the intermittent fasting does put a bit of pressure on people, just because you can get hungry around the day, and then you might just be tempted to break the fast. Obviously, this is something that we're going to try to overcome. Again, I've heard people can achieve this just by maybe drinking water, which kind of fills that hole inside our stomach sometimes. But yeah, it will be something that we're working towards. So yeah, even just making sure that the intermittent fasting is done properly, we're drinking enough water, and even just, whenever you're meeting your friends and you are drinking alcohol, obviously we're just limited to however many drinks, and we're not getting too carried away. I know that that's something that you don't do anyway, but as much as we can, it'd be something that we're thinking about.
Okay.
And yeah, some other methods that we're gonna implement just to make sure that we reach our goals. I've seen that planning a day ahead what we're gonna eat goes a long way. Just so again, like, the whole thinking is already done for you. We're not going around maybe just already hungry and then walking into a shop thinking about what we should buy, what we can buy, but we already kind of we've already made a decision on it. I am going to recommend maybe even like a flask or some kind of a jug, just to make sure that you're measuring how much you're drinking. Maybe I've gone through 3 flasks today, 3 full flasks, 4 full flasks. You kind of know whereabouts your drinking intake is, and yeah, and also, like, if we wanted to up it, we could, maybe you get into your 3rd refill flask a day, and then you know that you wanted to drink a bit more. So that would be a good way for us to achieve our goals. And also another thing is, the hardest thing sometimes is when you're talking to when you're around your friends in social settings, you can be tempted to stray away from your diet, even when it comes to the drinking. Maybe your friend wants to get you a coffee, but one thing that we're going to try to do is just let your friends know that you're going on this program,
Okay.
so that they're aware that maybe you're not drinking and eating the same things you usually would, and that's just the way things are going to be for the next 12 weeks. Just so that we stick to this diet and then we see how things are. And
Is there anything that you recommend that I do drink instead?
that you could drink instead of like alcohol, or instead of the
Instead of anything?
definitely, because of the diet that you're already following, maybe juices. A lot of the juices that some people I know drink are amazing. They do a lot for the body with the vitamins and nutrients, and I definitely think after drinking that, you won't really be as tempted to drink even a coffee or some alcoholic drinks. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes, and yeah.
Okay.
So the very last question I have is how our training will affect your nutritional requirements. And yeah, I definitely think that you have to be eating a bit more than you usually are, just because the marathon training will be demanding. The handstand training that I'm going to put you through is going to be quite taxing your body as well, so you'll literally be tired like after every session. You're going to have to eat like quite a bit more. But you adjust to it pretty quickly, I think. Don't be too worried. But yeah, you'll be alright. And yeah, again, same thing with the water intake. You will be having to drink quite a bit more water, which you will be adjusting to. And yeah, maybe even just the alcohol consumption. Sometimes even I've had a night out, and then the day after I've felt like I just can't work out, which is something that we're gonna have to be aware of. So if that was to happen, we would try to work around it, but as much as possible, we'll try to restrict the alcohol consumption, as we've said before. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. So I'm going to take the information that I've gathered today and then try to put together like a plan and get back to you in the next few days, and we'll review the plan, and then from the following week we'll just see how it goes, take it step by step and achieve these goals that we've set. So yeah, thanks for your time.
Thank you.